Alright, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. This is your brother War making a video to feed the sheep, to edify the lambs. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwathium that are going to be watching this video. Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Barakathum. Call Allah Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Now let's start with this. It's Revelation chapter 18. No, Salakia. Revelation 11 and 18, and it says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." And what you see from this article is going into 6 animals we ate into extinction, and I was reading about the dodos, and when it said Portuguese, I said, whoa, you back up. This we ain't everybody. Portuguese are a really specific group of people, nationality of people, alright, which we know are them Edomites. But it says that judgment's coming to them which destroy the earth. Now let's get Daniel 7 and 23. Daniel 7:23, it says, "Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, who shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces." Now this fourth beast is the fourth kingdom, which was Rome, and Rome is still here today, which the beast is finally gonna fall in this time. Right? It had that deadly wound that was healed. It was Satan was shut up for 1,000 years, and he came back out. Right, that 1,000 years was after Rome fell, and then 1,000 years was around when the Renaissance came in. Right. That's what that Satan in the Revelation 20th chapter is talking about. Okay, so now this beast is about to get taken down. Right now, it's the last kingdom on the earth before the kingdom of heaven comes in. Right, so let's get it on how Esau broke the earth down in pieces. You already know he did it in one way, with his cutting down the trees, right? Polluting the atmosphere, right? The waters, the way he fishes. It destroys. There's certain. These companies do a certain type of fishing, or they drag the nets along the seabed, and it destroys all the coral and the vegetation on the seabed, and all that vegetation and stuff is used to like clean the ocean, and so the ocean, yeah, it gets destroyed and gets polluted, and the fishes that usually hide in those things and live harmoniously with those things, they have nowhere to go. That was one thing I learned in one of my high school environmental earth classes, or something like that. Environmental science. It said environmental earth. But look at this. Let's read. It says number 6 is the dodo, Raphus caculatus, and it says, "Dead as dodo." Oh. Yep, these flightless ground-nesting birds were once bountiful on the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. Larger than turkeys, dodos weighed about 23 kilograms, about 50 pounds, and had blue-gray plumage and a large head. With no natural predators, the birds were unfazed by the Portuguese sailors that discovered them around 1507. So look at after these Portuguese, after Satan got let loose, right? And the Portuguese didn't really start sailing until after 1492 in the New World, when they claimed that they discovered the New World, and the Latinos and the Native Indians were already here. The Israelites were already there. Right? So it says, "These and subsequent sailors quickly decimated the dodo population." You Portuguese, you Edomites, right, that probably had some jakes mixed up in there too, quickly decimated the dodo population as an easy source of fresh meat for their voyage. The later introduction of monkeys, pigs, and rats to the island proved catastrophic to the languishing birds, as the mammals feasted on their vulnerable eggs. So Esau's desire is like death, man. I looked up the island. It's like a tiny little island far away from. Let's get it actually. Whoa, what did I? Habakkuk. Okay, where's the books at? I never know how to spell Habakkuk. Let me look it up real quick. I always forget how to spell it properly. It's Habakkuk. Habakkuk. Okay. So it says Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell. He didn't. These Portuguese didn't keep at home. Where is You know where Portugal is, man. Y'all know where Portugal is. But let me get the Mauritius Island. I think I spelled it right. Look where the island is, man. Let's go get Portugal. Oh, it's kind of big. Okay, the island is super tiny. Let's get Portugal. Look where Portugal is, and look where this island is. Right here. So I'm sure these mans probably came around this way. They must have came around this way. Cause you know these mans are shipping. I don't know why they were over here, but they were doing they were in the midst of a trading native Indians, man, and Jews. Okay, so he doesn't keep at home. If Esau stayed in Portugal, which Portugal ain't even his home is supposed to be around like here, somewhere around here, somewhere around there, or I think it might be somewhere around here, right? Or let me type in Mount Seir. Okay. Esau's main home is supposed to be here. He ain't supposed to be in Europe. He ain't supposed to be in the Americas. But because these Portuguese wanted to go hitch themselves up in an island, in this island over here, right? Birds had to be exterminated. A whole species. The Most High made it. Who gives you the right to exterminate it, man? This bird probably survived the whole flood, and then Esau comes in and exterminates it in less than just a few decades, man. Look at it. It just took around 100 years. Wow. Wow. Look at this. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. And is as death and cannot be satisfied. These Portuguese, they were not satisfied, man. They killed and ate until everything was gone. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So look, it says the later introduction of monkeys, pigs, and rats to the island proved catastrophic. What happened when them Portuguese and them Europeans came over to the Americas? They brought smallpox, diseases, and they decimated the native Indians. Right? Oh man, Gad used to have all of this, man. Now you just see them in little bits and parts of all these spots around the Canada and America. So he's as death, man. Okay. They brought over things that were probably naturally not on that island, looking how far away it is from everything. And it ended up destroying the eggs and the species. They recorded it. Your own history bears witness against you. The last dodo was killed in 1681. Sadly, very few scientific descriptions or museum specimens exist. It says Steller's sea cow Hydrodamallus gigas, discovered in 1741 by German naturalist George W. Steller. Steller's sea cow. Man, it's gonna go name a sea cow after this man is the devil, man. Who the hell are you to name a whole animal off of you? A Steller's sea cow once inhabited the near shore areas of the Commodore Islands and the Bering Sea, much larger than present-day manatees and dugongs. Steller's sea cows reached a length of 9 to 10 meters, over 30 feet, and weighed around 10 metric tons, 22,000 pounds. These massive docile animals floated at the surface of the coastal waters, but unfortunately had little ability to submerge. This made them easy targets for the harpoons of Russian seal hunters, who prized them as a source of meat on long sea journeys. Killing was often wasteful, and the species was exterminated by 1768. Oh my gosh. Yo! Less than 30 years after it was first discovered, no preserved specimens exist today. Oh man. It only took let me do the math. You know, actually, you know what? I'm bad at math. I'm not even gonna do it. But oh man, this guy is the devil. You don't need the scriptures to tell you, to show you, man. And people worshiping this man, yeah. People loving him off. This is why the whole earth is destroyed. This is why your countries are destroyed. Right? This is why your countries are polluted. This is why your people are destroyed morally. Right? It's all your fault. Right? That's what you get for worshiping this man. So this also goes into the dietary law. When the Most High said, eat things with fins and scales. This thing don't have no fins and scales on it. If they didn't eat it, then it wouldn't have got exterminated. The Russians, man. Who are the Russians? They're Edomites. So here, or you got two species that were exterminated, and that they said we. Well, all I'm seeing is Edomites are the cause of them. Passenger pigeon, Ectopistes migratorius. Once famed for its massive migratory flocks that would darken the sky for days, the passenger pigeon was hunted to extinction in the early 1900s. Billions of these gregarious birds once inhabited eastern North America and were similar in appearance to the mourning dove. Eastern North America. North America wouldn't be... Don't they call Canada North America, right? Or this... Whoa. So it would mean Canada, East, North America, around this area, I guess. As American settlers pressed westward, passenger pigeons were slaughtered by the millions yearly for their meat and shipped by railway carloads for sale in city markets. Hunters often raided their nesting grounds and annihilated entire colonies in a single breeding season. From 1870, the decline of the species became precipitous, and some unsuccessful attempts were made to breed the birds in captivity. They're in captivity, and now you're trying to keep them alive just so you can use them even more. The last known passenger pigeon named Martha died on September 1st, 1914 in the Cincinnati's. Wow! It didn't even die in its natural born habitat. It just died in the zoo. This man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And this is why we're polluted under his hands. Let me get that. No. It's Micah. Oh man, where is it? 2 and 10? It says Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. See, the ways of this man is pollution, man. They teach everything against the Most High. The way they farm, their morals, right? The way they kill us in the streets, man. This whole place is polluted, man. And our people been here so long and not learning to do good has polluted their minds. Now these guys are all destroyed in their minds, man. This is what happens when the wicked bear rule in the earth. This is Job. Whoa. Wow. Oh, it's 9 and 24. See, I'm mixing it up. For a second there, I got caught off guard. I'm like, so this is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, the hand of Esau, the so-called white man. And he's covered the faces of the true judges, which are the Israelites. Alright, let me get one more. Proverbs 29. It says, Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, so these animals are in mourning too, man. They're waiting for you Negroes and Latinos to return to your God. So the Most High can restore these animals easily, anytime. But that's going to be in the next world. I'm sure the Most High will do it. That's why it's not he will let Esau go and exterminate, but that's just going to add up to his crimes. You wonder why the Most High is going to, if you trying to save this man, you don't watch our videos, because the scriptures is plain and clear on the Most High is going to exterminate Esau, man. And if you defend him after all these things he's done to your people and the earth, the animals, everything, then the Most High is going to destroy you too. 3. Eurasian Orcs, Bos primigenius. It says one of the ancestors of modern cattle, the Eurasian Orcs, was a large wild ox that once ranged across the steppes of Europe, Siberia, and Central Asia, standing 1.8 meters, 6 feet high at the shoulders with substantial forward curving horns. Eurasian Orcs were known for their aggressive temperaments and were battled for sport in ancient Roman arenas. More Esau. Esau's hands back at it again. As a game animal, Eurasian Orcs were hunted excessively and gradually became locally extinct in many areas through their range. By the 13th century, populations had declined so much that the right to hunt them was restricted by nobles and royal households in Eastern Europe. In 1564, gamekeepers recorded only 38 animals in a royal survey, and the last known Eurasian Orcs, a female, died in Poland in 1627 from natural causes. Okay, let's to the great oak. The great auk was a flightless seabird that bred in colonies on rocky islands in the North Atlantic, namely St. Kilda, the Faroe Islands, Iceland, and Funk Island of Newfoundland. The birds were approximately... Newfoundland is in Canada, I believe. Yeah, Newfoundland right here. Right. It says the birds were approximately 75 centimeters, 30 inches long, and had short wings which were used for underwater swimming. Utterly defenseless, great oaks were killed by rapacious. You guys use some big words, man. Rapacious. I'm pretty sure it goes something close to like, yeah, like rape, you know. Aggressively greedy or grasping, man. Oh man, that's the way that she had to describe it. Like, as if these mans are just like rape you, forcing yourselves onto somebody. That's the way these mans were killing them. Hunters for food and bait, particularly during the early 1800s. Enormous numbers were captured by sailors who often drove the birds up planks and slaughtered them on their way into the hold of a vessel. The last known specimens were killed in June 1844 at Eldey Island, Iceland, for a museum collection. Wow! This man is the devil, man. All these things got exterminated after the Renaissance. Notice that, right? It says woolly mammoth. Thanks to a number of well-preserved frozen carcasses in Siberia, the woolly mammoth is the best known of all mammoth species. These massive animals died around 7,500 years ago after the end of the... Okay, so this is talking about some Ice Age. But we've just read all these, and all their extermination had to do with the hands of Esau. Job 20. This is the earth that we're coming into, man. Right? When Esau gets... First we're going to put him in slavery. The rest of the other nations. After 1,000 years he's going to be exterminated. It's Job 25. 24. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mounts up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? This, you know, it's just not talking about death. This is talking about extermination. This is going to be a prophecy. Those who seen him, those who survived the first who survived the second death, and or made it through the first resurrection, they'll have seen the Edomite by the time they got exterminated. They're going to say, where is he? Did we actually exterminate them all? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yet he shall be chased away as the vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Man, this is what's happening to you. It's gonna happen to you, so-called white people, man. Because of your crimes, the Most High is gonna judge you. Though you want to try and blame it on everybody else, the Most High sees everything you're doing, and we're gonna call you out for it, man. We're gonna call you out for it. Let me close on this. Second Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So that man of sin, the son of perdition, is you so-called white people, the Edomites. We're revealing you and your crimes through the scriptures, man. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Alright? But you're just a man, and you're gonna get taken down real soon. And you're gonna have the worst slavery ever known to mankind. You and the heathen, along with you. Okay, so with that, I hope y'all are edified, and I want to say, Kala Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.